Good morning, we're on to Friday, and I'm having a fairly standard, typical bout of worry and guilt. Basically, today is the little one's sports day. Hey, Wiggy. And I have an issue with sports days. As a parent, I mean, I never used to enjoy them as a child, but I hate going, to the point where when Luke and Flick were younger, I did it for the first couple and then just said, right, I don't go. But I just feel, I've said this to the little ones, I've said I'm not coming. And they get a lot. They are extremely privileged, happy, well-adjusted children. The fact that I don't turn up to one event one day a year is not going to do them any harm. But I'm feeling really bad about it. And I don't know whether to... There's no rhyme, no reason to it, you see. It's just something that agitates me. And I can't give it any kind of explanation or justification. It just does. The dog wants his breakfast. I don't know whether to just accept that and say, no, that's that, or whether to force myself to go and worry about it all morning. I'd ask your advice, but by the time you see this, it will all have happened anyway, so it's not going to be much good really, is it? Still no closer to working out what on earth I'm going to do about today. Oh, I'm getting in the right state about it. Thank you, love. So to try and avoid thinking about it, I'm going to make some, what are they called? Gingerbread men. Because that's really helpful. There you go. Flick has nicked one to take to school with her, which is absolutely fine. I did attempt full names, but it just didn't work. So I've gone for initials, and that is to appease my guilt because I have made a decision. And rightly or wrongly, it was the initial decision I had made, and I am sticking to it, that I will not be participating today. That's just the way it's going to be.
So, Bertie.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that?
It's sports day, and I'm green team.
You're green team. You do realise you have a slight problem.
What?
Well, if you run really fast and cross the line in first place,
Yeah.
they won't see you. You're camouflaged.
So I had a panic attack this morning. A whopper, in fairness. Had to drop everything and run from the place I was at. I came home and it takes a while to get my breathing under control. Then when I've done that, I managed to get asleep. It's quite restless and I still feel very churned up inside and my head's banging. I'm a lot more stable now than I was. I just wish I understood. I wish I understood where it came from. Fortunately, Paul is working from home today because he's going off on a club camp this weekend. So that's quite beneficial. Managed to get a hug and a kind face, and that's always good. So we'll just take things slowly for the next hour and see what happens. I guess I finished at the top of the roller coaster. I'm back on my way down again now. It's much more fun at the top. What are you doing, Jess?
Climbing. Okay, can I bunga?
That's it, B. Good boy. Good boy. That's awesome. You're going all the way over?
I did it!
Can I please have one chocolate ice cream
Yes.
with sprinkles on?
Yes.
And one vanilla ice cream with a chocolate stick in.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
There's an ice cream sell at Barbie's shop. She has to sell all her ice creams, so I've got to keep some
Okay.
to make sure she doesn't, because then she'll have to work here with me.
I'm going to come up with a really good name for this one. Look up.
Those? What to take with me? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And a little diddy one.
Little ditty one. Good? I like that too.
I miss him when he goes away on cub weekends. I can cope during the week, I'm used to it. I don't like it when he goes at weekends. I get all pouty. It's alright when he takes one of the kids, but when he leaves them all with me, that's just not on. This is how I find my daughter. Okay, well, glossing over the weirdness that is our youngest child, I don't know what she was doing. It's dead cute, but weird. Today has been not an easy day, actually. I experienced a whopper of a panic attack earlier on this morning. Had to literally drop everything and run from a very public place. Came home and slept. It's physically just drains me. It's as though I've done 2 hours at the gym. That's how it feels. That sort of, I'm exhausted from it. Fortunately, I was in a position where I could spend the day recovering. Oh, pardon me, recovering. And I had then had a commitment to meet a friend. I would have really liked to have cancelled, not because I don't like this lady, because I like her very, very much. She has a just empathy about her. She seems to look past what you show her and sees more to people. And when you're a big character like I am, people don't often bother to try and look past, so it's kind of nice when somebody does. But I just felt so drained. I was very keen to cancel. However, I knew the children would be disappointed, so I didn't. And it was really good for me that I didn't. We were probably only there half an hour, 45 minutes. But the children played. I kind of centered myself. This is the you know, real world. It's very easy when your natural instinct is to hide, to sort of prefer living in that environment, in that hidden, quiet, sort of secret world that you sort of build in your head to keep yourself safe, and it's not healthy at all. So by the time I came home, I felt tremendously better, hugely better. In fact, even did some baking. So that was really good. Paul has gone off to cub camp. And I shall find this weekend very hard without him. But I suppose, having had a difficult day and what have you, I shall probably feel his absence more keenly. And to add insult to injury, I have just finished watching the last episode of season 2 of Outlander. If you haven't watched it, get Amazon Prime and watch season 1 and season 2. And you know, when you just have these, usually it happens with books, when you have these characters that you just fall in love with. Incidentally, these are books, have been books for a long time, and they are very well loved, but I've never read them. My first introduction was through the television. But when you build this relationship with these characters and you're just so consumed with their lives, and then bang, they leave you on an emotionally heart-wrenching place, and then all the previous episodes you've just clicked next, because we have this wonderful capacity to binge watch now. It's amazing. But no, that's the end of the series, and I suspect it'll be a good year before the next one comes along. So I do somewhat feel like I have lost my real love to the wilds of Hampshire for 2 nights, and I have also lost my television love. Just watching the clouds skid across the sky, it looks rather beautiful actually. Anyhow, so that's where I am tonight. I'm tired. It's been a difficult day, but on the plus side, I'm absolutely not out, if that makes any sense. I'm a bit down, I'm worn out, but I am not done for. And again, as I've said about all sorts of things recently, a panic attack of that size in the past with the old me would have crippled me for days, if not weeks. And I would have been emotionally, verbally, physically incapable for quite some time. So the fact that I've bounced back within 1 day is huge, great, it's brilliant. But I missed something. A moment when I would have been able to see my best friend achieve a goal, and I wanted to be there for that. I tried to stay. I tried desperately to stay. Anyhow, it is what it is. So there you go. I'm going to say goodnight. Hopefully we'll find something a little bit more exciting. I feel that the vlogs this week have been a bit On the one hand, that's not great. On the other hand, this is life. Life can be new. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to go to bed dreaming of either my wonderful husband, whom he's just the best man in the world. There isn't another way of describing him. He is the best man in the world. So I shall either go to bed dreaming of him or the beautiful Jamie Fraser from Outlander, and I'll let you decide which of those two men I go to bed dreaming about tonight. I could dream about both. Anyway, good night.